welcome to Easily Distracted by Plants at the Horseheads Library with me, the purple-haired plant lady. Today's plant that we're going to talk about today is called the umbrella plant, hence the umbrella. Beautiful plant here. We call it the umbrella plant because the scientific name is very hard to pronounce. The scientific name, Schefflera? I don't know, but it is, let's spell it together, kids.
Schefflera.
The umbrella plant, that's what I call it. We originally got this plant from the Steele Memorial Library. If you go back towards their makerspace, you will find their plant back there. It's very large. So I just clipped some clippings, and then from those clippings, this is the original propagation. So we have named this plant the OG plant. So this plant's called OG because it's the original gangster propagation. Look how big it got and how beautiful it grew. So proud of it. This plant here, let's just get this out of here. This one we named Ohio State in honor of, we're huge Ohio State fans at the Horseheads Library. Oh, there's something down there. So this one, it didn't grow as beautifully. I mean, it's still big and bushy, but it's not beautiful like this one. So this is our another large one. So this was the first prop. This was one of the first or second props. And then we have this one, this umbrella plant. I have some funny stories about. So I do name some of the plants at the library just because we have so many and they do deserve names every once in a while. So here's the funny story about these names. So this one right here, this one's name is Serena Jo, sorry. Serena Jo. Now Serena is the second twin in the Venus and Serena twins, the tennis twins, and Josephine is the second sister in the Little Women series. So because this was the second prop that we've grown and propagated, I named her the second because she's the second sister. So Serena Jo. Now here's the funny one. So this plant right here, this is just one of the little stalks, and it grew some roots, and I put it in a pot. Didn't know if it was going to grow or not. So, because we're literary, this plant's name is Beth. So we have Serena Jo here. She's doing wonderful. The second sister, strong, wonderful. Beth, on the other hand, I don't know if she's gonna live or die. And if you know the story of Little Women, you know that Beth's character has a sad ending. So maybe this plant will do well, maybe it won't. I mean, it does have yellowing leaves, but it's been a trooper, and it is even growing a small root out the bottom. So maybe Beth will hang in there and she will survive, but time will tell on that one. So today's video is we will be repotting Serena. We will repot the OG, and we will maybe look at the big plant here and see what the roots look like, and we will maybe look at Beth's roots and see how they are growing. So tuck in, get ready, get some snacks, and we are going to get dirty and do some repotting. We are going to repot the OG. I have never repotted anything this large before, so this will be a very interesting experience for the both of us. So this is her pot right here. Let's see if we can see roots. Oh, there are roots. Let's see if we can see the camera. Roots are growing out the bottom. So yeah, I think it would be an okay time to repot this. And also, let's get in the camera here.
Can you see? Let's get it around here. See if we can see it here better.
Oh, right there. Look at this. The roots are coming up out of the ground, so I do feel like this is time for this to get a new pot. And I'm going to be going a little bit larger this time. So we have this pot here, and we're going to put it down into that like so. And then, because it's such a big one, and my plan was to make it a tree and make it as large as possible, I got this, has wheels, so my thoughts are I could put it on there, and then it can sit on this, and it will sit on the floor out in the Horseheads Library, and then it can get some good west window sun. So that's the pot that I planned. This is where it's going to go on the ground. So let's get started. First thing I am doing is I'm putting the tray down to catch all the dirt, and then I'm going to take this apart and get all the dirt off the roots. So let's do a time-lapse video and see how I do. It worked! I can't believe it! It took me a little bit to get it out of the pot. I found this cool little tool here. I don't know what it is, but I got right down in, and then I could loosen up around the pot so I could get all of the dirt out. Look at this beautiful plant and all the roots. Look at that. Oh, it looks beautiful. So, I mean, I can always get more dirt out of this. I mean, every time I tap it, more dirt comes out, so that's fine. Okay, so we are going to be putting this plant into this big container here. It's gonna like set down in like this. Yeah, good. Okay, this is gonna look so nice. So nice. I'm very excited about that. Okay, so we have our pot. We have this. Now we're just gonna have to start filling it with dirt. So let's start doing that. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the old dirt in from what I just got rid of, because dirt is dirt to me. Okay. So this does have holes in the bottom, because that is one of the most important things, is you have to have a draining pot in order for anything to work. So this has nice 4 holes on the bottom. We will put a tray underneath for all of the drainage, but that's where all the success happens, is the fact that there are air can go in and also the water can get out. So let's get our dirts from before. We had them all from the last time. We have our 2 different potting soils and some perlite, because we love perlite here. Let's just put a little sprinkle in. Let's put some more sprinkles in. Oop, that was the whole caboodle, but there's gonna be a lot of dirt that needs to go in here. So, all right, again, like a meatloaf, we want to make sure that the old dirt mixes with the new dirt, and the new dirt mixes with the perlite, and they all make a nice little mix, a little batch. So, okay, we have that partially filled up. A little more. Okay, so I have that about half full, so that when I put this down in, I can see where I need to be. And I think we'll try to straighten it up a little and maybe make it go a little straighter, since it's not going to be coming out that lid anymore. All right, I think some more dirt, maybe lift it up just a little bit more, and then we should be okay. So put that right in there for you, just chill, and let's get some more dirt in there. All right, that's gonna be good. Okay, let's get her in here. Oh gee. By breaking up all the dirt from the roots, that's a way of teasing those roots out so that they can go find more spaces to grow and become more pot bound like that. So this is sitting in there nice. Now we just have to get in more soil. So I'm just gonna pour it right from the bag because there is just so much that needs to go in here. Half of it's full. Let's get the other half full. Let's see how we did. So, we're at least getting the roots covered, which is good. But I feel like we need definitely more dirt. I think we just barely covered the roots on that one. Wow, this stuff is still wet. I don't know that this holds moisture real well. Again, we're getting dirty because this soil is a little wet from last time. We have this filled up pretty good. Pretty good. All the roots are hiding under a nice soil blanket. There's no exposed roots anymore like there was before. It's in this nice big pot. Oh, I think OG looks great. And I think it's gonna like its new pot and its new home at the Horseheads Library. Here we go. There is the full picture of our OG. Went really wonderfully. So let's just keep rolling on and let's start to repot Serena Jo. I love Serena Jo, she's one of my favorites. So I think I've decided for her, put it in this pot right here. This pot, whereas it doesn't have holes on the bottom, which is usually a big no-no, it has this in the bottom right here, and it actually holds it up just a little bit off the bottom so that when the water goes down in, it will drain and it will go to the bottom of the pot. So I just have to be cautious about not over watering this plant, which I'm pretty good about because we only water these about once a week, every 4 days or something like that, because they don't need a lot of water. So this pot will be just fine even though it doesn't have the holes on the bottom. One thing I always forget to talk about in these plant videos, this plant, where it originates from. I always tell you it originates from the library I clipped it from because that's where it came from for me. But really, I guess these plants are native to Australia, to Taiwan, to Arabian Peninsulas, that kind of thing. So it's a kind of a tropical-ish plant, but it's a hardy plant. It can really grow almost anywhere. So let's get to getting the dirt out of this one so that we can get it into a new pot. It's another time lapse. That was extremely easy. Good gardening tip. If you like Chinese food and you get the soup in the Chinese food place, these cups are amazing planting cups. I have reused this cup for like 4 different plants, and I love these little Chinese container cups. So if you get soup from a Chinese restaurant, save the container because these containers are amazing for gardening. All right, so we've picked our pot for this. It's this one, not this one. Sorry, confusing. Picked our pot. We got our plant. Let's just get this dirt back in there. Alright, that's definitely going to need more dirt. Let's get, that does not have enough perlite in it. And I just like using all these different kinds. It seems like they all have good nutrients in them, so it's just Just a nice little smorgasbord for the little plants here. Again, mixing it up so that perlite gets everywhere. All right, does that look good? That looks good. Okay, let's get this plant. Let's get Serena Jo into a new home. Okay, so with that pot, all the roots started curling and then going out of the plant. So I'm trying to just kind of push these roots back down so that maybe they'll go back underneath their little blanket of soil. And again, when I'm putting the plant in, I'm kind of spreading the roots out just a bit, just so that they have a new base and new space to search for more places to grow roots. Okay, Serena looks really good. She just needs more dirt. Let's get more dirt in her. Okay, seems like a good path. Push that around. Okay, get some dirt on that side. Ooh, I'm gonna get my whole arm in this one. Yay! Okay. So, after I pot plants or repot plants, I tend to not water them right away. I feel like we shock the plants a little bit when we start messing with everything. So, probably won't water these right away, and especially I don't need to water these ones because this soil is already wet. It's already got some moisture in it, and it will have enough for this plant for another couple days, so we'll be fine. Okay, all right, Serena Jo. So we have all the roots covered. They're all pushing down again. She's got a nice blanket of soil on her. So I think Serena is looking great, and she will go back up into her window where she's been growing just fine. Okay, put her nameplate back in because that is important to know who she is. Serena Jo, there you go, miss, you have a new home. So now we have a new home for Serena Jo and the OG prop. So let's look at Beth super fast. It'll be very easy to do. Let's just dump her out and dig to see where these roots are. There they are. Look at this plant. I never believed that you could propagate something from one leaf. But that's how easy these umbrella plants are. You can take one leaf, put it in water, let it sit there for a month or two, and roots will grow. And then you can put those into dirt. Again, just let it do its thing. I think Beth is gonna make it. We're gonna have to rewrite Little Women because Beth is doing okay. I will give her a little bigger of a pot just because she is doing so great. Maybe we can get her to go a little bigger if we put her in a bigger pot. So let's put this dirt back in. Let's put her roots down in there. Wow. Beth is a survivor. Maybe I should read Little Women so I can see. Beth is doing pretty good. It's amazing how well these plants propagate. I mean, if you ever want to try, just clip a leaf off of something, put it in water for a little bit, see what happens. That's how all of my propagation experience have gone, and they've been pretty successful. So, all right, Beth. Well, I hope you enjoy this. She's looking great. She's looking healthy. So, Beth, this is your new home. So Beth got a new home. OG Prep got a new home. Serena Joy got a new home. That's great. Okay. So, Ohio State. Ohio State actually does need to be repotted. Also, all the roots are coming out, so let's look at Ohio State. We took the dirt off this one. This one's a little interesting. All the other ones were really root bound and pot bound, so they, you know, really wrap their roots around the bottom of the pot, whereas this one, I don't know if maybe the pot was too big and it didn't know what to do because it really didn't make circular roots. Look how these ones hang down. So I guess that's what a plant, when they say it really likes to be in root bound in a pot, I'm guessing that maybe I needed a smaller pot. Interesting. I'm always learning when I'm doing gardening. There's always something new to learn. So maybe that is why these are just growing down so much and not root bound, because it was too big of a pot. So what if we put it in something like this? What do you think, audience? This is real time right here, thinking something out. I think we're gonna go with this pot. It's kind of in the middle of the three that I'm choosing between. So it's gonna, this was the original pot, and I'm guessing it was too big. This was the OG pot, and I'm gonna guess it's too small. So like Baby Bear, I'm gonna go with this one is just right. Okay. And then this one also has the little spout to water at the bottom, so that will be cool. That will be cool. All right, let's fill this up and put Ohio State back in there and see if maybe that pot was a little too big. And maybe its roots will do better in a smaller pot. Okay, folks, experimentation time. Let's see how it works. I have to check out a blog post in the future to see if this worked or not, I guess.
All right, Ohio State. Okay, so let's...
These roots like to go upwards because they were searching for that. Okay. I almost think it needs to go a little lower. A little lower. Let's get them back down in there. Okay. Cover all those roots back up.
Oh, there's it. We got Ohio. Okay.
All right. So this is going to be our experimentation. We are learning whether or not this pot wants a smaller pot so it can grow better roots before it gets into a bigger tree. So, and there we have it. We did some really good work today. We repotted 4, you can't see it, but it's down here, 4 umbrella plants today. Next time we need to repot our pothos plants. Thank you for watching Easily Distracted by Plants at the Horseheads Library with the purple-haired plant lady. If you enjoy gardening, please go to your local library and check out one of their wonderful gardening books.